Alright, wonderful, dickheads. Welcome back to Practicing Portraits, an artwod roadmap, right? Artwod is the best platform in the world to teach you how to draw simple forms, manipulate those forms in order to draw the things that you want from imagination, right? I've been drawing for 3 years and 6 months, right? I'm Viggy. This channel exists to serve as a catalog of my art practice and to essentially be a historical documentation of the journey towards greatness in art. Anyways, now that I've fucking turned off like 99% of people with that gargling noise, right? I stuttered, leave me alone. But yeah, please draw along. Don't be intimidated by the part number. That's purely for repository purposes, right? And I actually prefer if you're worse than me. That makes me feel better. And draw along, draw along. Let's all be shit together, because being shit is the first step to being slightly less shit. So let's put a lot of effort in and practice our fundamentals, right? Draw along. I implore you. I need the watch hours. So use me as body doubling, right? So I guess we're starting on rep number 1 now, because I do 50 reps. If I understand it, I move on to the next step of the artwod exercise. But currently, I don't understand it because I'm trying to essentially, I'm building a mental model, right? So back to rep number 1 it is. We do another 50 reps, right? So yes, draw along. I swear I usually say more shit in this intro, right? What else? Yeah, artwod is fucking amazing. Antonio, the creator of artwod, is the one who literally changed my drawing. Like, he changed my fucking life. Like, it's literally because of him that I can draw like this. Like, I want to be very clear, right? Like, the practices they do, artwod gives you the work, not the shortcut. They give you the work, and if that scares you, it shouldn't, because work is how you get better at anything, right? So that's just a mindset thing. But anyways, I'm going all over the place. Please draw along, right? What are we doing? We're doing the artwod exercise where we look at a portrait, put the portrait inside a box, put a sphere inside the box, put center lines inside the sphere inside the box, put diagonal, center, vertical, horizontal cross axes inside each plane, right? This is actually a very wrong box. This is a little bit better, right? And then putting envisioning, and this is, by the way, I'm trying to visualize all this, visualizing the center plane horizontal and vertical, putting the ellipse inside of it, right, which is also the contour for the sphere itself, right? So, and I'm also like constantly changing the angle. This is interleaving. You change the area of focus within the holistic topic that you're learning, right? For me, the area of focus I'm constantly changing to test this mental model is it's this mental model, the schema, the thing that we're building, right? Art is a cognitive endurance skill. It's a thinking skill. Drawing specifically is a thinking skill, right? So this is to test my understanding of and my application of this mental model, this schema, right? And I've already started thinking. I'm really struggling right now, but I've already started thinking, right? So yeah, I implore you to draw along with me, right? And I try to like be very clear about what I'm thinking about. So right now I'm just trying to think about the box and the sphere, like specifically the sphere that the box is encompassing, right? And I'm also trying to like right now what I'm doing is I'm looking at the portrait a lot, and what I have to do is every time I look at the portrait I have to analyze exactly where and how this the front plane, because I specifically chose an angle that's very difficult and very different than what I've done, because I obviously want to keep testing this schema, right? Like stress testing this mental model that I have, right? And more than anything, I also want to test the this is really difficult to figure out. Yeah, it's kind of, I think, because the face angle is like this. It's like she's no, that's incorrect too. That's amazing. So let me just try to figure this out, right? The front angle of her face is like this, right? It's way more narrow than this, by the way. It's probably this big. And then her ear, the angle to her ears, right, is like this, roughly, right? It's this angle. But we know that the face is diagonal. Like, if we see the face top down, like, and if we're just using geometric forms, I'm aware of the fact that it's something more like this, right? Like, this is the actual, if you have a lean face, that's the angle. That's currently all these fucking models have lean faces, right? And then you are also encompassing that in a box. Like, it's a diagonal cutout within the box itself. So with that in mind, I have to be aware that maybe it's something more like this. So it might be something more like that is the angle, right? And it's difficult because I'm trying to encompass this face in a box, right? So, and that's like, especially in an angle I'm not familiar with. Like right now here, what I'm trying to visualize is very difficult. I'm trying to see the sphere, the perfect circle, right? And then the box, I'm trying to visualize over that, right? And then I'm trying to make sure the box in of itself is a perfect cube in perspective, right? There's a lot of visualization going on. I'm also like, when I mention this, I'm also trying to think about the center plane, the vertical and horizontal center plane, and that means I have to also think about the cross axis, right? The vertical, horizontal, and diagonal cross axis in the front plane in and of itself. So there's a lot to visualize and think. Come on, my brain's already starting to hurt. So this part where your brain's starting to hurt, where your brain is really like struggling to see all of this is exactly where you want to be. I want to be very clear. Like, this is literally where you want to be. So right now it's just constantly visualizing, and ghosting is a great bridge for that. Like, ghosting really helps you understand that. Like, and especially like this is testing my mental model a lot because I haven't rotated this schema, right? This top-down angle you can see is a lot easier. This bottom angles in general I struggle with a lot more, especially when they're tilted and when they're at extreme what the fuck, extreme there we go. Even when you stutter, it has to be eloquent, right? Extreme perspectives. But I'm just trying to, yeah, like I literally feel a pressure in my brain, and this is exactly where you want to be, right? Because I can barely see anything, but I'm trying to calculate the side. I'm trying to think about the foreshortening, right? I'm trying to think about the box this is in. Right now, my brain's making the bottom plane and the front plane too narrow, which we know is not true. It's just, it's difficult. It's very difficult to try to figure out foreshortening, especially when the front plane is narrow, like the face plane, it's looking away from us. Like when the face is looking away from us and it's this narrow, right? It's like, what does the box end up being? Is it like this, right? Is that not is that a correct cube in perspective? Like if we're going by perfect cube, right? Is that correct? Don't know. But I'm really trying to dude, like my brain cannot visualize this, but I'm trying. Right? I'm really trying to understand how this works, because I think, and the thing is, like, it's also a bit fucky because I can't take the entire length of the face into consideration. That's what I did here, and that's why the front plane was so narrow as well, right? Like I should have stopped it right around here. That would have been a lot better, because right now I'm trying to encompass a perfect box inside the face, right? I'm not trying to encompass what it actually is, which is a narrow it's like a rectangular box, right? Like it's like this. Like this is actually what the face is, right? Like if we're just going by the box-like shape, you have the cutout here, right? And then you have like the semi-sphere, and then you have the Loomis jaw, right? You know, and then you have like this thing, the cutout, the side cut. There's like a bunch of shit. I'm not even doing it properly. But the point is, right, I'm trying to visualize, I'm trying to manipulate my reference in the sense that I'm really only trying to put a perfect cube, a perfect box inside of it. And the side plane is a lot more visible than the front plane. I'm really looking at the portrait and not trying to fucking see this properly, because there's no point of me drawing this without understanding what I'm drawing. So I'm in a lot of discomfort just analyzing this portrait right now. I'm really thinking as to how the box fits inside of her face, or fits on her face, like it is in the correct perspective on her face, right? And that is extremely difficult. Like I want to be very clear, this is extremely difficult. Okay, I actually think I have an idea now. Yeah, I think I have an idea now, because I also have to remember that her hair is like an entire fucking it's an entire shape, it's an entire additional thing it's an obstruction, right? Like if this is her skull, right, and this is like the box that I'm looking at, right, and it's like, oh yeah, okay, that's the box, makes sense, that actually looks like a decent Cuban perspective. There's also her hair, which is completely getting in the way, so I have to ignore this extra apparatus, right? I don't think that's the right word, but I have to ignore that in order to just like understand this. And right now I don't even feel like I'm drawing, even though I know I am thinking quite a bit. It simply doesn't feel like I'm drawing, purely on the basis that I haven't been able to visualize, because I'm mostly analyzing right now, right? So that's another thing. But what am I really trying to think about right now? And again, you can see even when I'm ghosting is incorrect. I'm going like this angle when it's a bit more subtle. It's like this, right? So I'm just thinking right now. I'm really just trying to think and figure out, like, I'm trying to visualize. So I'm trying to visualize the box, I'm trying to visualize the sphere, right? And I'm trying to think about this schema. Oh dude, this is fucking hurting my brain, because just thinking about this angle, right? Just thinking about this angle, but on this larger scale, and then thinking about the box and how it fits is very, very, very difficult for me, right? Because again, it's testing my mental model. I can't even see the center plane or anything, because I've never really practiced, right? It's a practice. I've never really practiced in this angle, but as I constantly try to see, I do believe I'm getting slightly better, right? So let's hold on to this, and let's try to think about the center plane as well. and trying to visualize the horizontal center plane, the vertical center plane, because I need to be able to see the what's it called, the ellipses inside those center planes of the box, which is the contour lines, the center and vertical, the horizontal center and vertical contour line, fucking center, horizontal and vertical contour lines of the sphere, right? I know I'm just saying a bunch of fucking words, but I'm trying to visualize this in a new perspective. What a damn shock. Like, I'm literally trying to see this, right? So it's extremely difficult. And I know I keep saying the same shit over and over, but I'm just trying to make it very clear that I am struggling quite a bit, and that's normal. So if you're struggling as well, that's good. Like, this is the struggle, right? Like, this is where progress is made. And it's amazing. It's genuinely amazing that we even have the capability to make this type of progress if you think about it. But I'm trying to zoom out. I'm really trying to zoom out, and we got to think about the overall box, right? And maybe this is a bit too small. If I look at the perspective of the, I'm just looking at the reference right now, but I'm trying to see, let's see. And then her face is very angled, so I don't even think I got this bottom angle correctly. Like, it's very tilted upwards. So I may have actually fucked this up a little bit, but yeah, because like this needs to be more subtle. Again, I didn't get that right. It needs to be more like this, perhaps. Yeah, this front plane, this angle. I don't even know if there's a difference there anymore. But actually, no. The thing is, I need to ignore her nose, because her nose is obviously a diagonal, like going like this, right? It's a diagonal addition, so I need to ignore that. No, this is correct. Yeah, this is actually correct. There you go. So let's zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. I had to, like, you see, I had to curve the angle there because I didn't zoom out properly. But let's see. Is this a good box in perspective? Probably not. Probably not. But I need to zoom again. This is basically what, like the length, width, and the depth, right? Like these three lines really determine a lot here. But I need to make sure that foreshortening is respected in the face. And oh, I actually think I got a good circle here. See, but my mind is really struggling to envision this outer edge right now and to encompass the circle and the sphere, the perfect circle, which is a sphere, or a sphere, which is a perfect circle, inside this. So I need to constantly be thinking. I need to take a step back. I'm gonna rest my brain, right? Like, this already took a lot of mental energy, and again, I force myself to feel good when this is happening, because this is a completely new angle which my brain has not constructed clearly a very valid schema for, right? Like, it's really hard to think about all those different cross sections and the center planes and all that shit. But now that I've removed a little bit of cognitive headway, I guess you could say. I've removed a little bit of cognitive effort required to visualize the overall box, because I've clarified the wireframe for myself. So the next part of the effort comes into actually seeing the sphere inside of this, right? And you can see, like, I made the bottom too long already, because that is making it jut out from the bottom of the sphere. But I need to, like, still visualize this box very, very solidly. And it's very difficult. At this size and this angle, it's hard for me to visualize the box, right? But I'm gonna keep trying. So I'm gonna rest my brain. I encourage you to do so as well. And then we will return. But yeah, this is a very difficult practice session for me. I want to be very clear, right? What a fucking shock. I said the same thing 5 times in a row. But no, this is, dude, like, right now, just thinking about in this angle, at this scale, and also trying to think about the overall sphere, I'm really, like, I'm fucking zoned in right now. I'm trying to push more and more into that visualization. But right now, what am I really trying to visualize? I'm trying to visualize the outer edges of the box to make sure that the box itself, and that's why ghosting is really helping, is consistent. I'm trying to visualize the sphere inside this box, right? And that's why I'm trying to ghost that as well. I'm trying to visualize the center plane, right? The center plane, horizontal and vertical, in order to visualize the ellipse inside the box as well, right? Horizontal and vertical, right? Which is the contour. And this is, like, it's this cross section right here. Like, this cross section is what I'm trying to see, right? Like this. And then seeing the ellipse inside of it, which is the That is basically, yeah, like the horizontal and vertical center lines inside the sphere, right? I'm trying to see that, but on this scale, which is like incredibly difficult. So I'm really trying to, I'm trying to put in as much, and my brain keeps condensing it. It keeps making the sphere smaller. I can barely see the horizontal center planes because again in this angle I just haven't practiced this angle, right? And visualizing this schema because it's a mental model. My brain is actively trying to juggle dozens of calculations right now, right? In an angle that it's not familiar with, in a perspective it's not familiar with, right? And in a construction that it hasn't done at all, right? So it's incredibly fun. Like this is where learning is made. Like that's why I feel good right now because I recognize all these errors that I'm making, and I'm constantly trying to calculate the vertical, trying to see through the form because seeing through the form is incredibly important, right? I'm trying to see through and understand that this everything that I draw, every 3D form has obviously an opposite end to it, and being able to build this X-ray vision, right? Even when I'm doing it incorrectly, as you can see, is still, and maybe you can't see, and that's just an opportunity. You see, like, look, this line, I brought it up this way, but it's going that way, right? Like, I already, like, got the perspective wrong, but just trying to visualize this entire thing, right, is so fucking fun, bro. Like, this is hurting my brain. I'm really, really trying. I'm trying to visualize everything. This entire, like, cross-section, everything, I'm trying to visualize that to the best of my ability, right? And constantly I'm making mistakes, and I'm aware that my boxes, and it's normal, by the way, it's normal for what you're trying to visualize to be completely fucking wrong consistently over and over and over. Your only job, my only job, our only job is just to be aware as much as we can of what we're constantly doing wrong and to feel good about it and to constantly try to fix it, because when we feel good about it, we attach dopamine to that problem, which it signals to your brain that this is something to pay attention to figure out, to update in the background over hundreds of repetitions, right, during practice and outside of practice, right? Like right now I know that I constantly keep making this box, like the edge, like this is what I'm visualizing. Like this is, it's so hard for the outer edge. Like this is the box that I'm ended up seeing. Like that's actually what I'm seeing, by the way. Like at this scale, that's what my brain keeps trying to see, right? And then it's making the sphere, the perfect circle, not a perfect circle, much more vertically condensed. I can't see the back end, right? So this was also completely wrong. The center plane vertical, like it's all wrong, right? But it's the fact that like I'm constantly trying to be like, no, you have to keep calibrating, you have to keep calibrating. And it's so fun. It's so fucking fun, right? Like even you can see, like I'm converging my lines. I'm converging them without even meaning to, but that's just a bad habit. And it's a bad habit because I don't have any other habit to rely on because it's new, right? So a bad habit doesn't mean that you're just shit. A bad habit just means that you haven't built the correct pathways in your hand and your mind to visualize correctly, to apply and understand correctly, right? Right now I haven't built any habits, any good mental models to, and I'm zoomed in right now, I'm looking down here, to understand exactly how this works. And that's why like everywhere I look, I need to think about the horizontal, the center, the horizontal, the center, like all the lines, the cross sections that are occurring, right? Like right now, especially these two outer edges, I just need to visualize them properly. So I'm doing a little bit of a crutch, and while I'm doing this, I'm really trying to still visualize the sphere, right? I'm still trying to visualize the sphere, and I'm trying to zoom out as much as possible as well, right? And this already has made it easier for me to have an endpoint for my center plane, right? And then I need to go all the way back, and I need to think like, where does it end, right? It ends right around here, perhaps. Yeah, see? It's like right in the middle, and that's me understanding the center plane's there. But now it's like, okay, now try to think about the ellipse that's inside of it. I've been having a very difficult time trying to think about the ellipse, right, inside of it. So this angle I struggle with quite a bit, and I'm going to keep practicing these angles because I struggle with them, right? This is why I'm saying like it's going to take me a lot of time to build this mental model because it's difficult. it's just difficult in it, bro, right? And I don't even think I'm drawing a correct box in perspective, right? I don't think I'm drawing a correct box in, or like a perfect cube or whatever in perspective, right? I'm still struggling quite a bit with this. And if I look at the angle of box that I've been given, let's see, it's okay. This actually might be a pretty decent cube in perspective now that I look at it. I don't think it's too bad, right? But anyways, I'm really trying to brute force my brain to think about the ellipses, right? The center ellipses, right? Because it's the ellipse in here that is also, it's the same thing, like this ellipse that's in here, right? And I'm thinking about the cross section, and this ellipse that's in here, right? And I'm thinking about the cross section. That's just what's being projected outwards to the sphere, right? Like that is something that I'm really trying to keep in mind. Like that's just what's being projected outward, right, to the sphere, and it's very difficult to think about, right? And again, because I can't even draw that ellipse properly. You can see in this angle, I really struggle with drawing ellipses, right? So, and this actually might be too wide of a, maybe it's too wide of a box, right? Maybe I don't fit a perfect circle in here. I don't know. Oh, my brain's really fucking, it's really struggling. So I'm gonna take a step back.
And then we try again. Spacing effect, gap effect.
Anyways, so this is very necessary, right? Because I'm really trying to visualize this entire ellipse. But then now that I'm doing this, I completely lost the sphere. I wanna let you know, like every time I try to visualize anything, I'm losing everything else. See, like that line was also really bad. And I think I made what's going on here? Am I diverging this? Something happened. I think I made a really, like this line. Oh shit, bro, what the fuck is going on? This bottom does not look good. Oh, it's because it's diverging. Yeah, see, it's diverging. Damn, that's a huge mistake. That's pretty good. But we continue. I'm trying to like, well, and again, like I'm trying to not go too fast, but while I draw these lines, I'm really trying to figure out how everything is fitting, right? And am I actually doing it? No, probably not. And this doesn't look like a good box to me. This definitely doesn't look good. Look like a good box to me at all. It looks like the same shit I did here, but I felt like I was doing it correctly. So now I have an opportunity to take a step back and be like, okay, what was not working? Well, I think clearly I should have made the front plane a bit larger, right? Like I think the ratios are incorrect, but the size isn't, if that makes sense. Like this is a good size overall. Like this overall silhouette does fit a relatively perfect circle inside of it, but the ratio of the front plane should be smaller, or should be larger. Like that should be more like that, right? There you go, see? And then I think we'll have, is that a bit better? I think that is a bit better. But anyways, like, I'm still constantly trying to, like, now, again, not constantly, but anytime I look here, I'm trying to think about, okay, this is a diagonal, center, vertical, center, horizontal. That's the center plane. Really try to see through the form, right? Okay, now we got an ellipse there, right? Really try to see through the form. Got an ellipse in here, right? Which, same thing here. Because now, like, I've taken away a lot of mental effort regarding the actual visualization of the box itself. So it's easier technically for me to now visualize the sphere and the ellipses inside of it, right? This fucking thing, like this cross axis, right? Or not cross axis, but this visualization. And again, like while I'm zoomed in, I'm still trying to zoom out, trying being the operative word, right? And it's very difficult. It's, wow, what a fucking shock I said that again, right? It's, the guys, look, the thing he's doing that looks pretty hard. It's pretty hard, right? But I'm really trying to think about the ellipse. And this is extremely taxing for my brain. Because again, working memory, by the way, like art is a working memory skill, right? So it's all about, and I'm trying to reason how a sphere even fits in here, right? And then I'm trying to think about this ellipse that's inside here and how it's projecting outward to the sphere itself, right? And this level of just technical rigor that I'm trying to put my mind through, I don't know how many people are doing this. I'm sure there's some fucking, there's 100% an Asian out there who's doing this and more in his fucking sleep, and he's like 5 years old, right? Or she's like 6 years old or whatever the fuck. But me, not me. Unfortunately, in this day and age, I am not I'm not the Asian that everybody that everybody is enamored by, right? Oh, he's South Asian. Not the artist that we're looking for. Not hashtag not my artist. Our artist, right? So I don't know. Anyways, let's see. So I'm trying to think about, again, the sphere. I'm really trying to zoom out as much as I can and think through the form. Like this, again, this is also reducing cognitive load, right? Because now that I have this, I can reason through the other side and be like, ah, yes, same projection, right? Same projection, reason through it, right? Get the ellipse in here. Now think about how that. And the same thing here, because because this still requires work for me to visualize, right? I have to think about like, okay, well, we have this ellipse, and we need to get this. We have this center plane, horizontal center plane. We need to see how this ellipse is going, and then while I'm doing that, I need to keep trying to zoom out and be like, okay, well, dude, this is so fun. This is so fucking fun. This is literally, I'm training my mind to see fucking 3D. Like, it's crazy that we can do this. Think about it. Like, it's absolutely fucking incredible that humans have the ability to train their mind to see 3D. Like, it's actually, we are blessed be the Homo sapiens. Right? Not the Australopithecus. They're dead. The sad Australopithecus. Right? But this is like, I'm really trying to zoom out and see it all right now. Like, I'm really trying to train my brain to see everything right now. Like, right, what I mean by that is like, anywhere I look, it's like, okay, cross section, diagonal, cross section, right? Like, horizontal here, vertical here, right? This fucking, I'm trying to see this ellipse, and I'm trying to project it here. I'm trying to see this ellipse, and I'm trying to see this ellipse, and I'm trying to project it here, right? And then I'm trying to make sure, like, oh, okay, if it's being projected, think about the sphere, right? It's like, literally, I'm trying to create a 3D wireframe, a 3D simulation with all the calculations. This is literally what I'm trying to create in my mind, right? And also trying to understand, like, how a circle, perfect sphere, even fits inside this, right? But incredibly difficult. So I'm gonna rest my brain again. Whew, this is so good. And then we're gonna draw the features, and then we're gonna do the actual difficult part, which is stress testing the mental model, like the schema that's already been extremely stress tested in this difficult angle, by wrapping 3D forms around it, right? A wireframe around it, which basically says go fuck yourself. Now you have to think about the nuanced depth of the thing that's wrapping around it, right? While holding the mental model accurately in your mind. And yeah, like, obviously this addition I made is fucking with me, right? Like, this is obviously, and they're all obstructions, but every time I look at this, I'm just trying really fucking hard to see through the forms, especially the center planes. Like, the center planes in general are like the main thing. It's basically like the box, the center planes, and then the sphere inside the box, and then the ellipses inside the center planes. Like, those, essentially 4 calculations, right? The box, the sphere, the center planes. That's 6 calculations. Those 6 calculations, which already have calculations inside of them, right? Because of each line currently. And like, right now, my brain has not bundled this together like this. It has not chunked this information together. So I need to constantly be thinking about these. Like this, I need to chunk this vertical and this horizontal center plane together. So my brain automatically calculates them as a single unit, right? That's chunking. That's how our brain consolidates information. But I literally was not even aware that right now I've been thinking about them as individual components. But now that I've just verbalized that I need to be chunking them, I think I just made it slightly easier for myself to direct my thought processes and my thinking, my cognitive effort, my prefrontal cortex, my visualization, all that shit towards being like, okay, well, here's how I can chunk it, right? And now already when I'm thinking about this, I'm trying to think about them as a unit, which in turn will help my brain consolidate it as a unit, right? Same thing with the box. Like, I think about the entire box and I'm just you gotta chunk all the information, right? Like it's not just the box, it's every single center plane has this vertical, horizontal, diagonal, vertical, horizontal, diagonal, every single plane, right? And then on top of that, I also need to work towards being able to see like through the form itself, right? Which is another fuckery, which like I can't even comprehend right now. What I mean by that is like, see the back plane here, the back plane there, right? Like to be able to see all of that. But that's just constant effort, and I'm trying. And while I'm doing that right now, I'm trying to see the sphere as well. It's all thinking, by the way. It's all thinking. I'm trying to see the sphere, right? And I see it pretty decently. But anyways, let me rest my brain, and then we're gonna keep trying to just consolidate. I think this is a good approach. Like, even if I can't chunk the information, figure out how I want to chunk it, right? So now I know, like, this vertical plane and this horizontal center plane, like, I need to chunk them in my mind as units together, rather than this is an individual unit and this is an individual, component. These two now are chunked unit, right? And then like slowly but surely start adding the sphere into that chunked unit, and then slowly but surely, like, again, it all has to be fused into this. At the end of the day, the chunked unit I'm trying to build, the mental model, is this. Like this entire fuckery, although this is wrong too, this is too wide. But this fuckery is literally what I'm trying to build in my mind, right? Like as one single unit. And it is possible because, you know, if I could get to the point where I could just see the box as one unit, why can't I get to the point where I see 15 more layers with the box as one unit? It just takes proportionally more, sheer effort, right? Which is all we can control. And I'm proud of you for trying, right? There you go. There's your Viggy inspiration for the day, right? The Viggy coming on your face. But anyways, let's rest our brains. But yeah, while I'm doing this, I do like to repeat that I'm constantly thinking, right? Like every calculation I'm mentioning is what I'm constantly trying to calculate and see as much as I can. Like even now, as I've started this again, right? All I'm like every single time I put down a line, and I'm by the way, now that I'm drawing features, I'm trying to get them proportionally accurate and placed relatively accurately in relation to the reference. So I'm gonna keep looking at the reference, and every time I look back here, I have to immediately like rebuild the schema inside of this, right? While and again, like me, I have to zoom in drawing I have to zoom in to draw the features, and then I have to zoom out to see the schema, and that's incredibly difficult. That's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to draw this eye, but I'm also trying to zoom out and see the sphere and then see the center plane and all that chunk information, right? So that's. Oh, I just saw it for a second. I literally just saw the sphere, the center lines, and the ellipses just for a split second, right? So that's exactly what I'm trying to do. Is like we're trying to build the skill of zooming out and seeing while seeing through. Like while zooming in to draw the features while zooming out to see the entire wireframe. And right now I couldn't do it there because this is such a tiny feature that I literally couldn't do it. And I actually drew this really wrong. The eyebrow looks like fucking ass, right? But again, like it's all about just effort, right? And again, even while I drew that nose, I could not see correctly, right? Genuinely could not see correctly. And again, like while I'm drawing these tiny features, I'm really trying to zoom out, but then now that I'm zoomed out, I got the nostril size wrong, right? So something is always giving, like something is always, it's giving shit. This is, right? Isn't that the thing now? Right? It's giving blank, like it's fucking retarded, right? It's giving Down syndrome is what it's giving, but my hands are shaky. My knees are also shaky. Actually, I have really weak knees, literally. But let's see. Like I can't see anything. I literally am trying to zoom out now. I'm trying to see the entire wireframe, right? I'm trying to see the ellipse inside of it because it's very difficult to not only calculate this as a chunked unit, but to then see the ellipse inside of it. And that ellipse is reflective of this ellipse, right, inside the actual side plane in and of itself. And there's a lot of minor millimeter inaccuracies that are occurring. But you have to see, this is the whole point of the schema that I'm building. Does it make sense now, hopefully? That like I'm trying to see this and then have these features rest on top of them, right? Like that is the that's actually what's happening right now. Like that's what I'm doing. I don't know why I said it like that. But that's what I'm doing, is just we are just trying to, I think I got the features wrong. Let's just, her face is, the angle is incorrect. I actually don't understand this at all. Yeah, I definitely got the angle wrong. Like that looks stupid. But that's good that I don't understand it. And again, like while I'm doing this, I'm really trying to zoom out. I'm really, dude, it's so difficult. I'm really trying to, because again, like the features end up becoming obstructions as well, right? The features end up becoming obstructions on the actual the wireframe in and of itself, right? And like I definitely got that eye placement wrong. Like that eye placement is definitely wrong because from my angle you don't see it at all, and I just see what I did wrong now. Bless me. I got the fucking I got the nose angle wrong. Like her nose is way more upturned. Kind of disgusting. TBH, fam. But and did I get the eyes? I think I got everything wrong, bro. Jesus Christ. Yeah, the front plane is too narrow. I don't know anymore. I'm really struggling here. I'm really struggling. I'm pretty sure the box in of itself is completely incorrect, but I'm just genuinely struggling. I don't know what else to say. Like trying to figure out this angle is, and then obviously I'm fucking up the lips as well. Right? It's upturned. And then we got the jaw. Right? It's quite the manly jaw for a woman, but that's because I made it way too manly. Jesus Christ, she fucking gave it too much of a curve. And then yeah, you see this curve here. This is oh yeah, it's following. Okay, that makes sense. And then it's I'm really bad at explaining right now, but just please bear with me because like I cannot think. Yeah, I think I made the front plane way too large. Yeah, the front plane's way too large. But then how do you fit how the fuck do you fit a perfect circle inside this? Right? What is going on? Oh, well, I also fucked up the angle to her jaw. It's going up like that, more so. And then we got the ear here, and then is this I don't fucking know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm fucking doing. And I couldn't see anything. I literally could not see like the wireframe at all because I'm just so focused on just trying to get the angle down of this of this like of the features, right? But let's see if we think about the sphere. Let me actually try to draw the sphere in here. The perfect circle, right? Okay, that's not too bad. This is a pretty decent circle, right? I'm just obviously putting the little dots there to make sure that it all makes sense. Like, I mean, hopefully this shows that the perspective is being thought about to a relative degree, but overall, I did not draw the features accurately, and I actually misplaced the nose, I believe. Yeah, I do believe I misplaced the nose. Well, no, the nose is just wrong, and I did not... It should be closer to here, like the edge of the nostril, I believe. I could be completely wrong, right? I just lose my internet for some reason. I mean, the angle of the face still is not as accurate as I believe it should be. Maybe it should be, yeah, it also should be maybe more curved this way. Yeah, it should be more curved that way, I believe. I don't fucking know, bro. This is hard. Look at that, 36 minutes for just struggle, which is good. That's exactly what I want. But again, like, what am I trying to see on the other side, right? Like, these are the forms I'm constantly like. But I'm back to thinking about the chunked units and like the sphere and everything inside of it. But you see, like, this is literally Witawawi, what I'm trying to see. Witawawi, right? And then this is my curve. Now, the big thing I've been struggling with in terms of understanding is like how the fuck, like how this ellipse follows the contour, right? Like how does it actually follow it? Because my understanding is this is just my understanding. This could be wrong. It's like that's how it fits inside of it, right? But then that doesn't actually complete the entire sphere in and of itself. So is it actually is it that we are like, what the fuck is happening? Like, there's this curve here. So is it way more intimately connected to the corners? Like so, right? I need to understand that logic, because if I don't understand that logic, then, because like I need to be able to understand that like it curves around inside, right? Like right now, this is inside the sphere. My understanding was the fact that and this is, by the way, this is like everything I'm trying to see right now, but my understanding was that we have the ellipses inside the center planes, and then we see, and then that becomes the contour, right? That becomes the contour of the sphere in and of itself, right? The ellipses inside the center planes. But now, like, every time I've been doing this, it's just not like it's inside it, right? It's something about it is off. Like, it's smaller. It's not actually like wrapping around the curve in and of itself. So is it just? I think it's just my understanding of the wraparound is incorrect. Right? Does it need to be even more connected to the corners? Like, how much more connected to the corners does it need to be? Because this sphere, yeah, like it needs to go all the way around, but then this goes out, right? This edge is like on the edge of the sphere. So how does that work? That's the real question. And I'm something I don't have an answer to right now. I'm genuinely really struggling to figure that out, right? Genuinely really struggling. And I honestly, I think it comes down to the fact that my center plane is just incorrect, right? Because like if I project this outward and then put it on my sphere, like that makes a lot more sense. Like, oh, okay, it's just projected outwards. So I think more than anything, I need to have my center plane projected outwards correctly. It's too small right now. Maybe that's the issue. Same thing here, right? Like, and you see I even drew the wrong center plane because I couldn't get the angle down, right? So there's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on here. And it's amazing that I even have the ability to try and figure it out. And I think, and obviously everybody has this ability. I'm just kind of marveling at the fact that I've gotten to this point in terms of trying to fucking understand space, that I'm literally trying to figure out the nuance of like how the center plane inside the sphere, which is inside the box, which is like a fucking wireframe, it's just like, how does it work, right? And I think the answer is just shut the fuck up and try. It'll work when you jerk, my friend. It'll work when you jerk, right? So if this is the ellipse in here, right, roughly, then if I project it outwards, yeah, then that makes sense. So I need to think about projecting the ellipse outwards, because right now I've been visualizing them as inconsistent sizes. Like the one that's actually inside the center plane is smaller than the one that's on the edge of the edge of the box plane, right? Like at the plane of the box, right? But they need to be the same size because it's just projected outwards, and I need to be able to see that, right? So that's the main thing. So clearly my understanding is incorrect, I believe, right? But overall, again, like this is the wireframe I'm trying to see, right? This is the wireframe I'm trying to see. Like literally this is the wireframe I'm trying to see. And does my brain see it? Absolutely fucking not, bro. Absolutely fucking not. But is it trying to see it? Yes. To the best of its ability, it is trying to see all of this, right? Keyword, operative word being best of its ability, not that it's actually seeing it, right? Like that's everything I'm trying to see, and the face fits inside that. Right? The face fits inside, not the face. Well, the face is like features on top of that, but this is generally everything I'm trying to understand, right? And it's all manipulated, of course, and then there's still a lot of inaccuracies, but anyways, now we do the fun part, which is the hard part, which is the fun part, which is me. I'm the hard part, right? I've been hard. This is try to get it more accurate to the reference, but this is gonna absolutely diddle my brain. So come diddle my brain with me by coming on your diddled brain. Yes, I just wanted to flow those words together. I had no funny joke for that, but woof. Okay, so the biggest thing is like I used to project the side plane outward, but then when it came to thinking about the center plane logic, I clearly have been making my center planes too small, right? So this just all comes down to my inability, my current inability, right? Because it's not forever, to see through the form, right? Is my understanding, and I could be wrong, but the price of being correct in the long term is being wrong in the short term, right? And then trying to figure out why the fuck you're wrong, right? And that just takes hundreds and thousands of intentional repetitions, right? Like, again, this portrait series, you guys are going to see this shit for a while, and you're going to be like, what the fuck, this guy's just drawing grids. He's just drawing grids. Wow, he's going insane. Well, that's how I feel, considering I'm just yelling at a piece of paper every day. But it's fucking, it's all for a point. It's the foundation. As you can see, this is the foundation, right? Do you really need to build this strong of a foundation? Depends on who you are. Right? Do you care about pushing your brain to the extent that I'm trying to push my brain to? Yes, no, somewhere in between, right? In different direction, right? Equally as intensive. Doesn't fucking matter. The point is, we're trying. And the more you understand space, the better you are off. Because again, I only do, not just this, but you'll see, like all the main fundamentals practice I do is what leads to my imagination drawings, not the other way around. Never the other way around, right? Because you get better at drawing from imagination, of course, as you continue to draw from imagination, but everything I do is technically imagination drawing because I'm creating forms and I'm understanding space, right? It's all foundation. It's all foundation. But anyways, let's try to see this all again, right? And then obviously I'm gonna wrap a fucking this wireframe around it. And right now I'm really trying to push my brain. I'm really trying to push my brain to see everything. And this drawing underneath is an obstruction, but I'm really trying to understand the perspective that I've and the main thing is like I have to hold this entire schema now. Like I have to hold, and to the best of my ability, I have to hold the entire schema while trying to I have to hold the entire schema, and I have to make sure it's consistently placed, proportion-wise, location-wise, ratio-wise, right? Like it's consistent. Because a lot of times, it's very common for me to like visualize it here, and then somehow I'll move up here. You'll see it's been happening, right? Where I'll be trying to think about it here, but then I'll, for some reason, draw the wraparound, beginning of the wraparound here, and then it just shifts the entire thing up, and I just don't understand that yet, right? So I need to, and again, this drawing in the background is an obstruction. So I'm gonna just really try to visualize right now. And then, it all starts with a sphere, right? It all starts with a sphere. So see, again, I'm starting way too high up. You got to start lower, right? Lower. There. Beautiful. But I'm pretty sure that's a joke from a movie somewhere where you just keep saying like lower, lower, lower. The guy's like trying to grab something from him and they just ends up at his crotch. I don't know what that's from. It's an animated movie? I don't know. But if anybody knows what I could possibly be referring to with just that one big sentence, please let me know in the comments 15 years from now, because nobody's watching this right now, you cunts. Draw along, draw along. Anyways, I'm really trying to think right now, but that drawing in the background is a huge obstruction. So I gotta, again, train my brain to ignore it, right? To build the mental model that can ignore it, right? To see the sphere, to see the perfect circle, right? And then to place the box inside of that, right? Or encompassing that, right? Think about the overall, the ellipse inside of it, right? And I'm really trying to think about everything, and then project that ellipse, of course, to the center. And this is where I see, like, you see immediately, have you noticed how my hand's just getting higher and higher, even though I started with the ellipse over here? So difficult. Like, the placement and proportion consistently moves, right? So if anything, we need to establish that this is the top of my sphere, right? And then this right here is going to be where my wraparound exists, right? And again, this is three-dimensional, so I have to understand that. And I'm trying to think through the form right now. I'm really trying to think through the form while I do this, but I'm zoomed in while I create that, obviously, right? But I'm really trying to think through the form, really trying to hold my schema to an appropriate standard, right? I have to think about this fucking front plane while I do this as well, right? So that's incredibly difficult. And then this is my center. Like, my center is right around here, right? So that means I have to think about the cross axis, I have to think about the overall sphere. I'm trying to think about everything. I'm trying to think about the sphere, I'm trying to think about the side planes, right? The ellipses inside this side plane, and then this bottom plane, how it projects outward to my my sphere in of itself, right? Constantly trying to make sure that the front center plane is accurately positioned, right? And currently it isn't, but I'm constantly trying to think about that. Oh, dude, this is literally like easily 20, 30 plus calculations, right? And I'm trying to bundle these, obviously. I'm really trying to bundle the, or try to attempt to figure out a mental model to chunk this together. But the thing is, you can't really brute force that. You can do your best, but your brain will figure out how to consolidate it in the background. But I'm going to rest my brain, because again, taxing our working memory. I'm in output regression. I'm really getting close to output regression, but I'm doing my best, and that's all that matters. So let's rest our brains. It's so difficult, bro. So many calculations to go through, to think about, to constantly keep in mind, right? And right now, like, okay, so I might be a bit silent, maybe, or I might like genuinely try to explain, obviously, what I'm thinking of. But right now, just assume that right now, I'm not even just assume. Right now, I'm just going to try to think about this entire fuckery all at once, while also thinking about this entire wraparound fuckery all at once, right? And I can't, but I'm gonna really try to lean in to try to think about that. Like, genuinely, really try to lean in to think about that. And while I'm doing that and trying to hold it, my brain can't do this, by the way. Like, it's struggling so hard to think about the entire logic, especially with the sphere, right? It's trying so hard to think about this logic. And while I'm doing that, while I'm zoomed out, like, I'm trying to zoom out while I'm doing this, and I'm trying to think about the, okay, I'm zoomed in right now, but I'm trying to think, oh, see, I fucked up. Oh, look at that. Beautiful, I fucked up the line here. But I'm really trying to think about how, this is also inside a box, right? Which is the perspective that we've established. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. That hurt my brain so much. And you can see I already changed the perspective, right? Like, the perspective's already been changed a little bit. Didn't even mean to, right? But obviously that's what a fucking mistake is. No shit. I didn't mean to do that. Wow. What a shock, right? Hopefully I gave you a shock with that burp as well. But either way, see, like, I completely lost everything, so I gotta take a step back. I gotta keep thinking about the overall wraparound schema, like the overall like schema that I'm building, because this stress tests the solidity, the stability, the consistency, whatever fucking izzy you wanna use. But, and you can see again, goddammit, I made it too close to this, so I really have to keep in mind the wraparound logic that I've established. And I still think, yeah, I still changed the perspective a little too much. There you go. That was what is more accurate. There you go. That's a lot more accurate, right? And same thing. I'm really trying to think about the overall schema. I can't think about anything right now, but this is the whole point. Like, I'm in genuine output regression, because trying to think about all these calculations is fucking hurting my brain. I'm sure. I mean, my girlfriend says it hurts her brain just looking at this shit, so it makes sense. right? Makes sense. But you can see I keep getting the angle wrong. But let's see. Yeah, it definitely is a fucking pain to think about this. I completely get it. But I don't mean pain in a bad way, by the way. I don't know why my accent turned to this. But like it's painful in this, like pain in the sense like it's difficult, right? I don't like using these words because then I probably have beginners who listen to this and they're like, oh, okay, so it's supposed to be painful, so I should feel like shit. It's like, no. It feels amazing. It's just a lot of friction. Pain is just like a casual word I'm using, but I understand that my language needs to be very I need to be very particular about my language because I want to influence. If I do have influence, I want to influence all of you in the correct way. I'm not here to influence you in the sense that like difficult things are bad. No, difficult things are the best thing that could be happening to you right now. Like right now, I'm really struggling to see the sphere, see the box, project it backwards. Right, it's contained within my schema. Right, it's within. Right, there you go. So like I need to think about like the fact that there's depth. There's nuanced depth. And I know I've been saying that quite a bit over the last videos, but like there genuinely is nuanced depth, what the fuck? Depth that I have to think about. Right, my brown accent came out. Depth. Right? Yeah, I was born and raised here, please. Since I was 4, I was in T dot. But it's I'm not a shit skin. Anyways, holy shit, I cannot think. Fucking all of the memes aside, I'm in severe output regression right now. I'm trying so hard to think about, and the biggest thing is like try to think about the calculations for the center plane, right? Like the horizontal one especially, but oh my god, because again, like this was already such a difficult angle for the schema to even try to conceptualize, and now I have to stabilize it. I have to keep it consistent while I'm trying to see everything that's going on, right? Like that is a giant fuck you, right? And that's good. Like I need this giant fuck you, you know? But let's see where the edge of this is, right? Because this edge is going to be very subtle. Because again, this is my center, right? I believe this is my center, and I'm trying to, dude, my brain, oh my god, I'm in severe output regression. I want to be very clear. Like I cannot see or calculate anything right now. A lot of this is just going to be me trying my fucking hardest to calculate and then me failing miserably. Like I want to be very clear, right? So let's get this mental model as well as we can, right? Oof. Okay, so what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to maintain the entire this fuckery, this schema, while also thinking about the fact that this entire thing is like a box that's wrapping around it, and my eyes are burning. Like they're actually warm. Not burning, they're warm. My eyes are warm. It's not that much of a cause for concern, right? But I need to think a lot. I need to think a lot, right? So obviously this is foreshortened. Whew, oh my god, this is so difficult. And I'm genuinely trying to think, but I can't. Like I'm trying so hard to think about everything right now. Like all, you know, this entire fuckery, like this front plane, the cross axis, the side plane, the cross axis, right? The ellipse inside of it, right? And yeah, thinking about the ellipse is going to be helpful, right? Because I do need that right now. Right? I do need to think about the ellipse, the center plane ellipse, right? And it's all like inside the box too is the main thing, right? So this, let me just do something like that. There you go. Like, cause I saw that and this isn't guesswork, by the way. Like I'm actually actively trying to think about what I'm trying to see, right? Like it's not really guesswork, you know. Maybe it feels like guesswork, but like, and I'm still making lots of mistakes because I can't see. I literally cannot see, right? And that curve could have been completely wrong. In fact, it probably is really wrong, right? But I have to make these. I have to make a bet. It's like you're kind of like betting on the calculation in and of itself, right? So you kind of have to you do have to like just commit even when you know it's wrong. Like I know that's wrong. I know I didn't do it properly, but I have to commit. Right, and this made, again, I keep making my mental model really small. Like, you see how small this is? Oof. Oh shit, why did I draw number 2? That's wrong. This is not the second rep. This is still part of the first rep. That's incorrect. But let me rest my brain, because I'm really, that was a lot of good effort. But yeah, like I know I did this wrong. This is objectively wrong. Like I have essentially condensed my box to be a lot smaller, and that is wrong. Like it's just wrong, you know, and that's okay because I still have to figure this shit out, right? And I still have to figure out. And I actually made it an incorrect angle too. You can see like this plane, but just because of the way I've drawn this ellipse, it's now like this, right? Compared to this, which is the original angle, right? This one's turned more upwards. It's more this way, right? And now I have to accept that. Like I've already made a mistake there. At least we can try to get the foreshortening down, which I'm really trying to visualize, right? But again, like this entire the perspective here is already just wrong in general, right? Because this is larger than this, so this is already a mistake. But I have to just accept it and see what can be done, because I'm trying to think about the overall perspective still, right? And I'm trying to think about the plane, I'm trying to think about the center line, right? Like this is all shit that my brain is constantly like, I'm really trying to see the wireframe as well. I'm trying to see the wraparound, right? I'm trying to see everything. Dude, it's insane how difficult this is, but I'm also trying to make sure this is so tiny. Watch, like this is gonna be so tiny, right? And that's a huge mistake because it's a proportion mistake. And again, like I really thought I was calculating correctly, but I wasn't, right? And that's good because like now when I feel good about this, my brain knows like, hey, you fucked up somewhere, right? Like you literally fucked up somewhere. There you go, something like that, right? And then again, I have to think about the fact that this is a wraparound. It's a 3D wraparound, so. And yes, my lines did suffer there. You know, thank you for noticing. Oh yeah, I actually forgot to I made this one. Let's just there you go. Yeah, like it's incorrectly placed. I had to make some adjustments there, but basically I made this one like it started off as being the actual wraparound for the sphere, but then it ended up being, and again, like I lost everything, so I need to see everything again. And you can see like this is all so wrong because this wraparound is in one angle, but then I ended up drawing the angle of the actual contour in a different angle. So like this is following the correct one, right? The actual the cutout for like the 3D wireframe, but then the actual wireframe wraparound is following incorrect logic because due to the incorrect vertical ellipse, like the vertical center plane ellipse that I made. And like I'm really fucking struggling to see anything right now. Like genuinely, I'm struggling so hard to see anything right now. But fuck it, we ball, right? Fuck it, we ball. Let's see. And then we will wrap it around, follow the perspective to the best of our ability, right? Try to get the sphere. This is obviously incredibly incorrect, but how much time has passed? 57 minutes. Okay. I need to slow down. Like all that matters right now is I really try to think, right? Because I already got everything wrong, but all that matters right now is like I really try to think about at least what I can, right? So what right here is the 3D wireframe, like this, right? This wireframe wraparound, right? So I need to be able to think about how it's curving over it, right? And I still need to get the center down, right? So that is actually my center. So this is, oh, that's hurting my brain. I could not think. I'm gonna be here for a while. I'm gonna be here for a while. And honestly, now that I've accepted it, it's actually kind of exciting knowing that I'm going to be here for a while, because that just means I'm gonna be struggling for a very long time, right? And honestly, the more I struggle, the better it is, because the more I'm proving with every single repetition that I do that this is how mastery is forged, right? Like that's honestly more than anything, that's what I'm proving to myself and to all of you watching, or nobody's watching, but all of you practicing along perhaps, is like this is how mastery is forged, through consistent daily hundreds of failures, right? And I could not see anything. I still can't see much, right? I'm really trying to see the box and the sphere and the center lines, right? I'm really trying to see all of it, but it's like, because I'm basing it off of actual calculations that I'm trying to understand, right? There's no guesswork here, right? It's me constantly being like, how does it actually connect? right? And that's the main thing, is like I'm just thinking like, how does it actually connect? How does it actually connect? And it's very difficult to answer that when I myself am struggling to connect. Right, and like again, I think I made this way too wide. It needs to be more narrow, right? And I could not see the center lines. I couldn't see the fucking, I couldn't see the center planes. I couldn't see the ellipses inside the center planes, right? Like I couldn't see any of that because this is a stress test of an angle that I already struggle with, right? Yeah, like the fucking circle is okay, but the wraparound is completely off. Oh, that was amazing. Constant effort, constant failures. I genuinely expect easily another 100 hours minimum, right? Probably like a 30 to 40% improvement by the end of the year, right? What is it? It's May 13th, 2026. So by the end of the year, or let's just say by like the second year of my channel, December 18th, right? 2026, I'll have improved in this by probably 30%, right? This is the center, right? So, and yeah, like this is a bit too vertical of a sphere, but you can see like I made the schema way too small. I keep making the wraparound the size of the schema. So that's the other thing. Again, like it's it's the fact that I have to make the schema the same size and the wraparound and an additional 3D fuckery. Is this the black one? No, it's the gray one. Okay, cool. So let me just try to think through how I was thinking through about this and then see if we got anything right. Right, so this is my box, right? I already got the angle wrong, but this is the foreshortening, right? This is my center line, so I was really trying to... Jesus Christ, see, look at that. I already drew it wrong because I'm thinking about it wrong. But this is genuinely just what I was trying to think about, right? And this is like... this isn't even that correct, to be honest, right? Like I should actually extend this outwards. Like this is probably way closer to my center plane. Yeah, like this is more accurate to what I was thinking about. It's not that small. And again, like I like to be clear, like at this point my brain's already very exhausted, so just even trying to figure out what the fuck I was doing is very difficult, right? But I was trying to make it a bit more foreshortened, but I don't even know. This is not correct. Like my brain is very tired. It's very tired, but the point is I was trying to think about the depth, right? I was making an attempt, but you can see like I'm drawing this in the wrong angle because I ended up creating it in the wrong angle, right? But the point is like just imagine that I was trying to visualize this. It's just my brain is just tired, bro. It is so tired. It feels amazing. There's so much to think about. It actually feels fucking amazing. But yeah, it's like I wasn't visualizing this. I was trying to visualize this, but then I'm saying this is what ended up happening because I fucked up the wraparound, right? So yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. There's so much. It's so difficult. I love this. You know, the fucking for the love of the game, right? But I hope you tried a lot. I actually did just about an hour of practice today, and I'll be honest, this was like a very uncomfortable practice. This was genuinely a very uncomfortable practice, right? And that's good. Like I didn't know what I was doing. I was constantly guessing. I was trying to figure things out. Here I was just in sheer output regression. But now I'm done. I hope you put a lot of effort in. I'm just gonna keep going, keep trying to figure it out, because that's all we can do, right? Again, that's all we can do is keep going and keep trying to figure it out. And I will keep saying this, it is your belief in your ability to figure it out that will result in you being able to figure it out. And by the time you figure out the thing you want to figure out, your standards will have improved, so you'll just go even more. So that is the beauty of self-improvement when it comes to learning any skill, when it just comes to life, is like the fact that in pursuit, not in pursuit in a sort of you're not in a deprived manner, right? You're not in pursuit because you're lacking something. You're in pursuit because you want to learn. You know, you want to figure things out. You are genuinely curious, right? And that took a lot of time for me to get to. That's why I can keep only telling you, this is just like a constant reminder for me and you. Like we gotta keep reminding ourselves, like the pursuit of curiosity, the pursuit of fulfillment, the pursuit of effort, right? The pursuit of effort and just directionally correct effort and constantly being enamored by our pursuit is what creates true fulfillment and a self-fulfilling feedback loop, right? But at the end of the day, I hope you tried, because that's all that matters, and really tried to figure it out. Now rest your brain. I'm gonna rest my brain as well, right? Just lie down for 10-15 minutes minimum, let your brain consolidate this information, update your schema slightly, whatever the fuck. This interleaving is amazing. It's really testing whether I fucking understand the space or not, and the answer is kind of. Like, I understand the concept. That's the most important thing. Like, when you understand the concept and you understand how to apply it, and the only gap right now, that's how I define like where I am and how long I need to spend on it. It's like, do I know what I need to do and what I need to visualize? Yes, I'm very well aware I need to see the box, the sphere inside the box, the center lines inside the sphere inside the box, the center planes inside the sphere inside the box, the diagonal cross axis on every single plane, to see through the form every like opposite plane, to see like to project the ellipse onto the center plane, horizontal and vertical, right? To have the contours of the ellipse. I know I have to see all that, and that's like just my schema, right? I know that's a schema I have to build, and then I also know to stress test it to really get a solid understanding of that schema is to be able to form wrap this additional 3D layer that has nuanced depth to even make my spatial reasoning even more intense. So that's why like this is directionally correct effort. And same thing when you're just practicing a box, like when you're practicing the box, when you're practicing your line work, right? It's not that you can't do it because you don't know what to do. It's that you can't do it because there's a skill deficiency, there's an ability deficiency, there's a working memory deficiency, which you're purely doing by just, so it's like, for example, you're like, I want to improve my line work, right? When you recognize that improving your line work, that extremely blanket statement that doesn't mean fucking all, like, you know, jack all, whatever, right? But but when you break down improve my line work into line confidence, line consistency, line stability, line visualization, right? Like, and a bunch of other things like pen pressure control, like whatever, right? But when you're like, there's these 4 things that tax my working memory constantly that I have to focus on to improve my line work, then you're like, okay, I can do hundreds of reps focusing on those things now, and I'll get better, right? So the only deficiency is my current ability versus desired ability, right? And the deficiency is purely made up through cognitive endurance, sheer effort, which ties into cognitive endurance, and belief in your ability to figure it out, which is an inevitability when backed by the foundation of cognitive endurance and sheer effort, right? So it's a win-win. As long as you know what to do, right, then you can keep working towards improving yourself, right? And if you don't know what to do, that gives you a wonderful opportunity to look at your current abilities, to look at maybe a couple things: my line work, my shapes, my understanding of perspective, my form, my stylization is actually an end goal, so I'm not even gonna fucking mention that. But my values, my composition, whatever the fuck you're working on, the point is like the foundational things, right? Because that is what you should be analyzing, not, you know, do my fucking not like not my style, do I have the right style, right? I can't think of any other examples right now, I'm very tired. But the point is, like, when you reflect on your current ability, the reflection should obviously be on the foundations that you currently possess, and you have to be brutally honest with yourself, right? And my brutal honesty comes from my standards towards all of those people that I admire, right? And it's not about being brutally mean, it's just about being transparent with yourself, to be like, hey, they are at this level, right? Oh, by the way, I know I mentioned like a lot of the same artists. There's a lot of artists that I don't mention that I still really respect. So Katsuhiro Otomo, right? That's the author of fucking Jesus Christ, Akira, right? And then what's it called? Takehiko Inoue, right? The Vagabond, Real, Slam Dunk, right? Like there's a lot of mangaka I haven't mentioned at all, right? Like the fucking author of Delicious in Dungeon, right? What the fuck? What's the author? What's her name? Of Full Metal Alchemist. What's her name? Hiromu Kari? Fuck, maybe. I don't know Hiromu was her last name, technically. But all I'm trying to say is, you're trying, the ability to know that you're on the right path is when you look at your foundational abilities and you, at least in my experience, right, and from what I can tell of all those people that I admire, is that they look at their current foundations, they understand what it is they need to do at their current level of ability to get to the next level, and then they just go off on that, right? And obviously, I am going off on my foundations, like with that mindset, with that approach, while also, you know, practicing and stress testing, right, and doing imagination drawings to let my creative side prosper, right, to actually apply it, right? And I try to observe and, you know, understand forms and all that shit. But at the end of the day, all my fucking talking aside, right, I hope you drew along, I hope you really tried, I hope you had a great fucking time just attaching to the best of your ability dopamine to the effort, because I did. Like, this feels amazing. Trust me, I'm very uncomfortable. I feel very fucking uncomfortable right now, but I've simply trained myself to also equate that comfort with joy, with practice, with wonderment, with effort, with like just good feelings of like, oh, I'm really uncomfortable. This was really fucking hard. I don't understand anything. That feels amazing. I just forced myself to feel good right now. Like, that's amazing. That's what your brain latches on to be like, there's a lot of shit here that feels good that we don't understand. We gotta figure this shit out. But, you know, that's my layman's explanation of it. That's my gay man's explanation of it. Same fucking joke I've been using for like the past 500, 400 videos. But as always, I hope you put a lot of effort in. And as always, fuck you for watching. Keep drawing and give me money.